Uh-oh. You hear that?
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Time to type to pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on bears from Colorado Pet Patrol.
He's coming. Buzz off, buddy. Buzz off. I'm busy. Damn, I'm gonna be tired before I get up the hill, y'all. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Hello? Knock, knock. Hello? I don't like doing this. Hi, buddy. Knock, knock. Somebody's here. He might have fell asleep, but we gonna wake him up. There could be hard of hearing. He's sleeping, but we're gonna wake him up. Hello. Hi. Michael, how you doing? I'm Tommy with Colorado Pet Patrol. You put in a raffle for a 13-year-old and you won. I wanted to come talk to you about it. Is that not you?
What?
You put in a raffle for a 13-year-old and you won. So I'm here to...
That's really weird.
I know. It's crazy. You won, man. There was like 512.
You know what? Peace out.
Okay, I'm gonna call the police then. That's fine. Cool. If you don't want to talk, I'm not law enforcement. I just wanted to talk to you.
That just sounds unusual, and I don't understand it.
Okay, so my name's Tommy. I'm with Colorado Pet Patrol. I'm not law enforcement. I catch it.
13-year-old dog?
I catch adults meeting with children, 13-year-old children. So I want to talk to you about who you were talking to today. Who you've been talking to for the last... You know who I'm talking about. Your fiance.
Yeah, no, I cut that off. You know why?
You didn't cut it off.
She told me she was 40.
Okay.
And I realized that, so I'm not trying to make...
Do you want to have a conversation about this? Or do you want me to call the police? I give everybody the option. So you're 512 I've caught. I have 255 arrests, okay? I don't call the police on everybody. I know you're helping your parents, right? I know about the spray. I know about everything. I've read all the messages. She's in trouble too, okay? But her grandma doesn't want me to call the police. They want me to talk to you and see if we can make sure this doesn't happen again. If you're honest,
it's not gonna happen
if you're
again.
honest, then we could probably make sure this doesn't happen again without the police.
It will not happen.
Okay,
again,
do you want to have a conversation? It's up to you. You can tell me to leave the property. I don't want to. I know your parents are older, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't you taking care of them?
Okay.
You just stand right there. You're fine. So I want you to be honest with me, okay? Because she never told you she was 45 or whatever you're saying. She never told you
the
that.
website I met her from, it said she was
49 or something. Yeah. But right away, how old did she tell you she was? Right away.
pretty young. That's when I backed off, and that's when
When
I
did
was
you back
like, no.
off? Maybe I got the wrong person because you messaged her this morning. I really wish you were here right now. Just this morning.
Because I don't want to make her feel like that she's unwanted.
Oh, I see. So you were kind of like helping her out a little bit.
I didn't want to make her feel like that I was just, I mean...
Well, you had an issue. That's why you didn't want her to come over, because you sprayed yourself with WD-40, right?
Yeah. I didn't want her to come over here, and that is the problem.
Why didn't you want her to come over?
Because it is morally irresponsible. I mean, it would be... No, it's just plus... It would be wrong.
Yeah, I know.
Does that make sense?
It does. So I want to go over these chat logs, and then I'm going to leave. But I do want to go over these chat logs. It's everything you said, okay? Yeah, go ahead, man. I don't want to wake you. Are your parents sleeping? Are they here?
My dad's probably here.
I don't know what they would think about this. You said they would be pissed if they found out. So I'm not trying to get you in trouble, Mike.
No, I understand.
But I don't see anywhere in here, this whole book, this entire book, 100 and something pages, I don't see anything. You did a couple times say, like, this is wrong, I shouldn't do this, I'd go to prison, right? But then you came back and said, I love you, I'm falling for you, I want to marry you.
I'm trying to make her feel like, from what she told me, she never met her dad, her mom was a drug addict, and all that stuff.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to be like, I want her to feel like that she can be cared about. I'm never going to meet her, trust me.
Why'd you beg her to hang out all the time?
Because I was probably drunk at the time.
Oh, are you a big drinker? It is what it is.
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you drunk right now? Hungover maybe or something? Do you drink in the morning? I'm not the police, I don't care.
Yeah, I do.
But
I lost my wife. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard that. And that sucks, and you lost your child. I'm not here for that, man, and I'm sorry for all that. That's,
what I'm going to tell you right now is, number one, no, I'm never going to go meet her. That's why I cut that
Why'd you
off.
give the address then?
What?
Why'd you give her your address then? That's not making sense.
I don't remember that, but I got to tell you what, that was morally, that was wrong.
Yeah, I know.
It was just dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. I mean, I see that you were trying to make her feel good, but why all the sexual talk? I mean, we're going to get into that. It was really, really bad. The things you said you were going to... Yeah.
Oh my God! Really?
Well, I mean, you said you wanted to kiss her vagina.
I don't recall that, man.
You don't remember? Come on, man. You gotta be a little more honest than that. You don't remember telling her that you were gonna give her orgasms, and you don't remember? Do you think so? So we got a serious problem. If you don't remember, have you hurt a child before? Have you?
No.
How do you know? How do you know? Like, it's a fair question, right? If you don't remember telling this child you were gonna lick her vagina, how do you know you haven't hurt anybody? See what I'm saying? Have you hurt somebody? Is there a possibility? But you don't remember saying any of this stuff, right? You wanted her naked in your bed?
Oh my God.
Do you typically talk like that to women?
No.
In general?
I'm pretty shy.
Yeah. Was it just because she was younger, it was a little easier to talk to her like that?
No, it was...
You like pictures of little girls naked?
No, I do not.
Do you have any?
No, I do
Have you ever had one before?
I do not.
Okay, why'd you ask her for naked pictures?
I did?
Dude, we gotta be a little honest. I mean,
Dude,
I can show you. It's all there. I can show you.
I believe you. No, oh man.
You don't remember doing any of that? She was a virgin. She never had sex. She never kissed a guy before, and you told her, that's okay, I'm gonna teach you everything. And I'm just recording for your safety and mine. That way, if we do call the police and you say I did something or I say you did something, it's all recorded. But honesty goes a long ways with me, man. You told her, baby, you got to keep this a secret until you're 18. But that's going to give us plenty of time to plan for our amazing wedding.
Because basically I was trying to explain to her. I remember that. I was trying to explain to her that when I was 18, when she was 18, then we could possibly
get married.
Have a thing.
Did you love her?
I don't know. I actually never met her.
Were you falling for her? Because you were deep. I mean, you said you were deeply falling in love with her every time you talked to her.
Because I'm trying to make her feel.
Were you trying to make yourself feel good too? Because you said you haven't had a relationship since what, 2000 something, 17 or some shit?
Yeah.
5 years, 7 years?
Yeah.
Were you trying to make yourself feel better? Is that what you were kind of doing?
I was trying to make myself feel like more. I mean, I kind of went. I was going more for the father figurely type of thing, but I don't remember a bunch of that stupid shit I said.
Did you ever in here give her any good fatherly advice besides to play with her shaved pussy?
No, I was trying to. What I remember is I wanted to guide her to a path to find a better man. I always told her she can do better than
You did say that a lot of times. And then you would come back and tell her how sexy she was and how you wanted her for yourself and that you wanted to have 5 kids with her. Can you start a family? Do you remember saying any of that? I mean, you guys had a meet planned all the way up until last night at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
You were going to pay for her Uber. You said you'd pay her back. You don't remember saying that?
You know what? No, but I told her I did not want to meet her.
You told her you couldn't today, and you are. I can see it.
I told her I was sick.
And I can see it. You sent that same picture. I just made that up.
Well,
you sent that picture of your face. I have that picture.
Yeah, okay, I made that up.
Get that off. It's getting wet. You made that you were sick?
Yeah.
So you never got sprayed with the WD-40?
No, I just made that up.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to meet her because...
You knew it was wrong?
Yes.
What happened to your face?
I don't know right now.
It wasn't WD-40?
No,
okay.
I just made that up.
Okay. Are you going to the doctor today?
No.
Did you set up a doctor appointment?
No, I did not. I just made all that up because I did not want to meet her.
Okay. Well, you wanted to. You just knew it was wrong, right? You clearly wanted to because you asked her like 19 times, you know? So clearly you wanted to, but I think you do have a conscience, right? And you were kind
Precisely.
of, you were fighting your dirty, stinking thinking.
No, in the long run, no, it's not going to happen because it would be wrong because I told her a young woman like that needs to find a young man.
Yes.
To grow up with.
You have any daughters?
No.
I know you had the one boy. I know that. You don't have any daughters?
No.
Do you think if you did, you think you would be okay with somebody talking to your daughter the way you were talking to her?
I thought about that too, and that's another reason why I was like, nope, I'm sick right now. I am sick.
Why don't you just block her then? Why don't you block her so you didn't have to do all... So in the state of Colorado, talking sexual to a minor is a felony, right? Inviting a child over is a felony. She doesn't have to come over. What you did today was attempt. There's 3 felonies. Exploitation of a child, luring, and I forget the other one. But dude, it's bad, man. You were grooming this child. You told her how bad you wanted to taste her lips. Then you said down below. She didn't understand. You said I would go below. I would give you an orgasm. I'm gonna make you come.
Oh my God.
But we can't have a baby. Just sex. No family, babe, okay? Because I'll go to jail. Just sex, okay? Because obviously, clearly, if you got her pregnant, what would happen, right? Clearly.
Well, even if I, oh my God, even if I just, she sounds like a great girl, but I don't want anything to do with her because she's.
Why are you still talking to her today? You're not blocking her, man. See what I'm saying?
Should I just block her?
Well, I mean, it's your thing, right? Like, I mean,
I'm just gonna block her then. Okay?
I mean, but how does that prevent you from doing what you already did to somebody else?
Because you know how uncomfortable I am right now. I do not want to feel that way again in the future.
Okay. Have you ever talked to a younger before? No? Have you ever like seen any younger kids online that you maybe did good and blocked? Is it like
usually? No.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
I do not talk to
younger.
When I met her on the website, she said she was like 40.
Well, she didn't say that. It just said that on her profile, right?
Yeah.
You clearly knew she wasn't 40, right? You even said right away, you ain't 55 because it was 55. But you clearly right away said, you ain't. And then she told you, and your first words were like, let me tell you real quick here. Sorry. I don't remember exactly what you said, but it was a little scary, to be honest with you, man. It was a little scary. You said, I'm 13. I'm too old for you. You can do better. I mean, do you like me? You know? Then you said...
I'm in a bad place right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you? I understand. Are you getting help?
I've been to several, yeah.
This is a little different, though. Like, I drink too, so I get it. I don't drink a box of wine every night, but I do drink. But alcohol has never led me to a child. You know what I mean? And you, if you're being honest, I think you're kind of being honest, you don't even know what you're saying. You told her, if I get caught, I will go to jail, and then I will be murdered. So you know how serious this is, right?
I understand. Yeah, that's why.
What would you have told your parents if she would have came over? What would you have told them?
You know what would happen to me if I did? I would probably get the shit beat out of me.
By your parents?
Or they would just they would make me leave the house, or it wouldn't be very kosher.
So they would not be okay with it, is what you're saying?
No, exactly.
Okay.
My whole family would hate it. I mean, I would be.
You guys would be the oddball. You told her. You guys would be the. I forget. What did you say? You guys would be.
Is this for a documentary?
A little bit of it.
Okay, that's cool. That's
a
totally
little bit of.
Cool.
Well, it depends.
No way. No. That's totally cool.
It depends.
I freaking love it. No. And you're right for doing this too.
Yeah, I know him because this happened to my child.
That is so horrible. That's why.
But you already did it, man. You went too far, right? Anytime you talk sexual to a child, that's over the limit. Now, you said you never did it before, but I mean, you were super cautious. You knew what to say. You know how against the law this is, right? And right away, when she told you she was 13, 6 comments later, you asked her if she'd come over. Now, what if you were drunk and invited her over? Because you don't even remember what you were saying.
I would probably just, literally, I would feel, I don't know. I would probably...
That's the problem. How far are you going to go when you're drunk? Because you don't even remember saying half this shit. And I can kind of see a pattern, but you say you drink all the time, which, again, man...
Right now, I do. No, I'm getting help for that.
Good. But what I'm saying is, like, it doesn't matter whether it's morning or night. If you're drunk and you don't remember what you're doing, is there ever children around here? Ever? No? No kids live at this house?
No.
Are you ever around children?
My nieces and nephews, when I would go to my brother's house.
How old are they? Not exact.
Mason is 15.
15.
He's about a head taller than I am. So, I mean,
are you into boys?
So hold on. Let's make progress with this. What is going to be the point of this documentary?
Well, it's not really a documentary. I mean, yes, this is for awareness, but I want to know for myself that you're not going to do it again. If I don't feel that you're not going to do it again, I just leave. We're not allowed to post anything. The police don't arrive, so it's kind of.
Trust me, I'm not. Trust me. You know how uncomfortable I feel, right? You know
how many people I caught twice? You know how many people I've caught twice?
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
What do you think should happen to her? Because my wife is with her. So what do you think should happen to her? Because she's a part of this too, right?
I think she needs to be educated on what kind of guys she's talking to. Is what I think. And she needs to be more aware of...
that there's creeps out there. There's carp. There's bottom feeders, right? Anybody who tries to meet with a child is a bottom feeder, bro. Have you been to prison?
Fuck no.
Never. Have you been to jail?
I got a DUI one time.
Okay, I've been to jail. But where do you know that, hey, I'd be murdered if I go to prison? You watch a lot of crime,
yeah,
a lot of stuff like that.
And it scares the hell out of me. Trust me. I don't want to be that person who... I will not be that person that goes into there and gets bad things happening to them.
Do you invite girls over here often?
I have not been on a date since my wife passed away.
But you're on these dating websites. Do you ever meet any of them?
No.
Have you ever given any of them your address?
No, I don't think
so. This is the one time. What if this was a scam? What if this was like some robber or something? A setup, yeah. Aren't you worried about aren't your parents 85?
I thought about that's also why I am kind of cut. That's
I wish you would have cut ties. I would have never came here, but you never did cut ties. Even today, once you blew her off, you should have been like, listen, I'm not meeting. I'm sick. This is wrong. Goodbye. You know, but like you said,
I like the verbiage you use. I'm actually going to have to say that's actually what I'm going to say.
But maybe you'll get drunk and miss her and text her again.
Nope.
I'm not going to be here. I'm not from here, man. So I'm not going to be here.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
No, because you are actually what you are doing is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. It prevents children from getting hurt. But I mean, you asked her to come over right now. A lot of times. What if she would have? What if she would have gotten that Uber and came over?
I probably would have answered the door, to be honest.
Honestly, I'm so glad I found this. We literally found this yesterday. This morning I first read it.
I answered the door, to be honest.
You wouldn't answer the door? But your parents would have, right? They don't answer the door?
Oh, they would answer the door.
So you would let this poor girl come. This is a pretty wide open area with no reception, right? You're going to have this poor girl stuck out here, can't even call for an Uber?
You know what? I never thought about that. Good point. Good point.
It doesn't seem like you thought about a lot of this, man. Like, you told her you wanted to make babies with her. You made a comment. You said, I want 5 kids, but I'd go to jail for minors. What did you mean by that? You want like a orgy with 5 kids?
No, I want a family.
Okay, but that's what I thought. But you said, I want 5 kids, but I would go to jail for minors. So what?
That's why she's not here right now, because...
Would you still talk to her and maybe when she was 18 date her?
I don't know. Hopefully she finds a good guy before then. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Were you planning on blocking her?
I was, actually. Because...
When do you think you were going to? When do you think you were going to?
When I became such a freaking thing in her... Whenever I started blowing her off so much that she just decided that I was not worth her time.
You didn't blow her off.
I was starting to.
You kept messaging her over and over and over again like she wasn't talking to you. When did that happen? I mean, I have every message.
I know you do.
There's never...
I'm slowly just...
But if she didn't respond, you would send 2-3 messages in a row. So it was more like...
Because I didn't want her to...
Okay.
Here's my... She never knew her father, correct?
Mm-hmm. I don't know the whole story, no.
Oh, okay.
I've read it,
so
but...
I'm trying just to be like... When I first contacted her, I thought she was my age.
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree.
And then I was just like, all of a sudden, it was just like, bam. I was like, oh my God. What is... It's like, then she told me she never met her father. She never did. And I was just like, she needs a male. She needs a
role model or something.
Yeah.
But do you think you should be that person?
Fuck no.
No. And if you were doing that, you would have been telling her like, hey, get off this site. Don't talk to me. What are you doing? Like, you straight up were like...
I like that one. I like that one.
Well, you didn't use it. You did tell her that you weren't good enough for her and she could deserve better than you, you know?
No. I like it. Well, I like exactly what you just said, though.
Well, those are just words, though, man. Those are just words. Actions are a little different. And your actions were always sexual. I mean, it was sexual the entire time. You said if we hooked up, I'd be a pedophile, but I want you. We're going to have lots and lots of sex. She's like, I've never done that before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll show you. I can teach you. Then you said, please send me a picture of you naked.
Oh my God.
And you don't have no naked photos in your phone?
No.
Of children? Would you?
Fuck no.
Would you be willing to show it? Would you let me go through it? It's your phone, man. You could say no. I'm just asking.
No, but I don't have naked pictures.
Why wouldn't you let me see? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Because I have a bunch of stuff on there that is not nudity related that I just wouldn't want to share.
I give 2 shits about that, man. Your personal life is your personal life. What I do care about is naked children and stuff like that.
I understand that, and I think you're awesome for doing this.
But you wouldn't let me look through your phone?
No, sir.
Okay. You don't have to. I wouldn't let you look.
But believe me, can you believe me when I say
you got to understand, you're 512 catches. We've got 512 people, meaning I've had 512 interviews, right? We have 255 arrests. Dude, I've heard it all, man. And I'm not saying, I don't know you. Never met you a day in my life. I didn't even get to research you a lot. I don't know if somebody might come out and say, hey, he fucked with me before. I don't know. Do you think that would happen?
Nope.
You think if I posted this on the internet? I think your dogs. If I posted this on the internet?
That's why I shut the gate. That's why I shut the gate.
You don't think somebody would say that you've ever done anything to him?
Nope.
No? And you've never ever talked to a child before, so if I tell you that we have another case where you were talking to another child, that would be false?
Yes.
Okay. I'm 3 times your age. I could be your grandpa. Everyone, we're as outcasts. We have to keep this a secret. Like, you knew, man, and I think you're smart. I don't think you're stupid. I mean, you were stupid for doing this, right? Like, we can agree on that. But how do we really, really make sure that you don't do this again? Do you think you need help with this?
No, trust me. You know how uncomfortable I feel? You know how...
I would be uncomfortable too, man.
Even before that, once I found out that it was like tension on me, it was like a weight, and I was just like, nope. But at the same time, I didn't want to like sit there and tell her that I felt like if I told her to go away, that she would feel like she was a piece of shit.
I kind of get that, but you didn't need to take the extra steps of telling her you loved her and you were falling in love and you wanted to lick her vagina. Like, that was all extra.
That's gross.
Are you turned on by younger?
No.
18-year-olds?
No.
No?
I like a woman about at least 30.
And you knew when you came over, you said, who's this? She said something, you're like, no way you're 55. Do you remember saying that?
I do not.
Yeah. But you could clearly tell she was a 13-year-old in the picture, right? Like, you had to know that wasn't an adult. Like, no?
Honestly,
You just didn't? Maybe. Were you drunk the first day you talked to her, you think?
dude, I've been drunk for about 2 years now, dude.
That's too bad, man. I mean, that's a problem within itself, right? Like,
I actually had to go to the hospital because I have. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about here.
do you think the alcohol made you like this child?
Yeah.
You think it helped? I think he was. Do you know that neighbor?
Yeah.
I think he was like just
No, he
sticking
does-
up for you guys.
He does a lot of stuff around here.
I know.
Help him.
I think he was worried why I was here because he kept driving by me and checking me out. He's probably just protecting you guys. I don't know. Seems like you probably have a good neighbor.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, seems like you had a good neighbor. So you don't think you need help for this though? Because I want to make sure it doesn't happen again, man. I know you're telling me,
dude.
I don't.
You know what?
I can't trust you. I don't even know you, right?
I know. But this uncomfortable feeling you have just lifted from me because I can.
Dude, I'd be uncomfortable too. Like I would be
get rid of
super
it.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. No,
But the thing is,
that's something I wanted to.
how long have you been talking to her?
I don't know.
Rough estimate. I'm not. I don't. I get it. You're not gonna. A month?
A week?
It's just a week? Okay. You told her you loved her about 7 times? Falling in love with her? Madly falling in love with you? Is that okay? Would you have really not done anything with her and waited till she was 18? Honestly.
Fuck no.
You wouldn't have waited till she was 18?
No, I would have waited till she was 18.
So you would have kept conversation?
No, I would have weaned her off me. I would have been like, because obviously there's going to be other people her age that they're going to...
But she fell for you, man. You groomed her right into you. Like, could you tell she liked you?
A lot of people told me that, and I just don't believe it.
I mean, but you liked her. You guys were forming a real bond, a relationship, right? She was your girlfriend. You told her she was your girlfriend. Like, this is a 7th grader, bro, an 8th grader, like, that you said was your girlfriend. I know you're saying, ugh, and gross, but somewhere inside, you were super turned on and happy with this. Did you ever send her any pictures? Any nudes or anything?
No.
Do you ever send nude pictures?
No.
Something you don't... Why?
Because guess what's going to happen with those
You got a little
pictures?
penis.
Huh?
Oh, I thought you were going to say that. What's going to happen with what?
No, they're going to end up on the internet. And then the next thing I know, I'm just like...
So what, are her pictures ended up on the internet?
Fuck no.
No? Who would have put your pictures on the internet? Has that happened before?
I don't know.
Well, I don't think this girl was going to put your pictures in the internet. What happened is she told her best friend that she had a boyfriend, that you had asked her out. Her best friend said something to her mom called, and that's where we're at.
No,
this happened yesterday. I know you told her not to say anything.
I knew that was going to happen, and I knew that was going to happen.
But if you knew that was going to happen, why would you add felonies?
Because I'm not trying, oh God. When she told me about her never knowing her father, and her mom was a drug addict, I didn't want to sit there and make her feel like she was useless.
Yeah. And I get that, and I think that's even, still, it's not your responsibility. Maybe, I don't know, block her and tell her she needs to go online, but you went the extra steps telling her you wanted her to be your wife, and then you got very sexual with her. Like, you told her you wanted her naked. Even today, you told her that, I wish you were here. As soon as you said we can't hang out at 11 o'clock last night because your face and you were sick, I think you got scared. I do. I think you were like, what the fuck am I doing? I believe that. And then this morning, you're like, I forget what you said, like, God, I wish you were here right now.
So I didn't want to make it feel like I was just, blowing her off. Because I don't know.
Damn, man, I would never commit felonies just to make somebody feel better about themselves. That is a rough road you're going down.
Dude, I didn't even know that.
You didn't know it was illegal to talk sexual to a child?
I don't remember talking.
Dude, it was a lot, man. So in that binder, every pink tab is a felony, and there's probably, I don't know, 13, 14 of them. So, I mean, if you've only been talking to her for a week, which I don't know how true that is. I could look up here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. You started on the 12th. So what's today? The 30th?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, I mean, today's the 30th, isn't it?
I don't know.
So you've been talking for, whatever, 20 days, 18 days, which is still not that long. but long enough for you to tell her you love her, you want to make a baby with her. We'll wait till we're 18. You told her she's gonna look. Is she comfortable looking weird walking around with you in public? Like, what would you? I mean, you just act like you're her grandpa or something. I guess I don't know what you do at that point.
That's even worse when you say that.
Well, you said it. I'm just going off what you said. You said I am old enough to be your grandpa, which is kind of true. How old are you? You're 50. What are you? Or 48? Born in 77, right?
Yeah.
So 47, 48.
Yeah.
She's 13, 23, 33. Absolutely, you could be your grandpa. If your son or your kid had a child at 18 and then did it at 18, like, yeah. If she was 18, would she be here today? If she was 18?
Probably not.
Why?
To be honest.
Why?
Because
18's not against the law, man.
Huh?
Nothing. 18's not against the law.
Yeah, but what kind of relationship would there really be?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
No. Just what kind of connection? I mean, what would we have in
Did you
common?
have a connection, do you think?
I don't believe so. I think she was just looking up for someone to be nice to her.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, once I didn't want to, like, hurt her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did. You hurt her bad by talking sexual to her and basically phone sex, phone sexing her, Did you talk to her on the phone? No? What if that was like a 60-year-old man at the other end? Like, did you even think about that?
No, I actually thought about it. That's why I'm trying. Why I'm trying to, like, cut.
I just wish I would see that, man. And I read it, but you were very, very active all the way up until I walked up here. You messaged her, what, 40 minutes ago?
I don't know.
Something like that, right? Did you fall asleep?
That's all I do is sleep.
That's all you do is sleep? You work? No job?
Not right now. I just live off my savings.
And your parents? What would they truly think about this right now? What would they think about this?
They would be disgusted.
You think we could let them know the truth?
What, you want to talk to my dad?
I mean, I just think somebody that cares about you, because I'm not, you think I could talk to 512 people? I can't. But somebody that cares about you, maybe make sure that this doesn't happen again, that you seek some kind of help. I don't know.
He's not exactly, he might not be awake. He's got a lot of health problems.
I understand. And I don't want to give him any more health problems. But for me to feel comfortable.
No, I would definitely be down for that.
He's not awake though, you don't think?
You want me to go check?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather you get.
He will not want
I won't put him on camera. Only you. Only you.
Okay.
So this is the only thing that I have that's running actually live. So I will stand just looking at you. He didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, Mike.
But he's a very grumpy human.
You said that. I know. You said that.
He's 80. Yeah.
85 years old. I get it, man. I get it. Can't delete anything, y'all. He can't delete anything. It's not how it works. Oh, it's a pretty husky. Beautiful dog. If you guys want to put Pink Horse's Cash App in the chat, I appreciate it. You guys, thank you for the $28.26. I don't know who sent it, but thank you so much. Appreciate all the donations, likes, the shares, everything. Y'all, is that right there? He's gonna see the police from a mile away. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna be kicked out by Dad. But I don't want to get Dad on camera. So I'm gonna try to be respectful. Dad didn't do anything wrong at all. We are in Larimer County. Larimer, literally, when I was pulling up this driveway, it says Larimer, but the other side is Boulder County, which sucks.
I apologize, sir. He is still asleep.
Okay. I don't want to bother him. Well, what about your mom? She's sleeping too?
She is at my brother's house watching, taking care of stuff over his house.
So who could we, have that would make sure that you don't do something like this again? Is my car okay right there? I'm literally parked at the end, but I'm
You're fine
on the
there.
side.
No one's gonna bug you.
Okay, I just.
No, this is a cool neighborhood.
It seems like it is. Seems like it's a nice spot.
I mean, we could set up an interview later.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do that. Like I said, I'm not even from here, man. I live far, far away. I came down to do something else, and like I said, got this last night, read it today, printed it out today. But I mean, I asked you.
No, I'm glad you came here because I've been having a lot of freaking. I've been trying to. Because I know that. I mean, first of all, yeah, I'm going to be 60, and I'll be dead probably here in a couple of years, and she's going to be left with like. So.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even got a job, right? Like, how are you going to support her? You said you would spoil her and take care of her. How would you even do that? I mean, your own business. You did.
Oh, I do.
You said you get grants and stuff like that. What kind of grants do you get?
It was Front Range Community College.
Oh.
Are you having me arrested?
No, I'm just making sure my car. There's not even a cop. Is that a cop?
No.
I'm not police, man.
No. Your car is fine there.
I'm just worried about my car because people keep driving. Okay, as long as I am.
Pull it up in the driveway. Go for it.
It's fine. As long as you say it's fine. I'm pulled off to the side, so
yeah,
as long as they could get by.
People, we always have elk out here and stuff like that.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
That's nice. I saw you had a picture of like a mountain lion too, or what was that?
I have mountain lions. I mean,
you sent her a picture from the camera.
Did I?
Yeah. Do you not really remember a lot of this conversation? Do you really not remember a lot of it?
I don't remember.
Do you have all the messages still? Or did you get rid of them?
I think I deleted them all.
When did you delete them?
I don't even know. But I looked at it one day and I was just like, this is wrong. And I was just like, nope, I'm done with this.
Okay. Do you think you'd be willing to call your mom? I'm more so, man, I want to make sure somebody knows. Like, I'm going to leave and you could delete her, block her, and then change your name and 2 days later be talking to her again. Or somebody else. I don't know. You might get drunk and get lonely.
You want me to try to call my mom?
I would think so. Just somebody. I mean, I don't want to wake up your dad if he's not going to wake up.
Well, he's got a lot. Hold on. I'm just going to grab my phone.
That's fine. Yeah. Absolutely. No, my car's good, he said. That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
She's the nicest thing in the world.
She's beautiful too. Are you on here, Amy? Are we good? You don't call her from your cell phone? Who would be more mad, your mom or dad? Probably dad, huh? Both. Do you think she'll tell him?
Huh?
Do you think she's going to tell him if we tell her what you were doing?
Yeah.
She will. I mean, that's good, don't you think?
Gonna be, yeah. No. I understand.
They'll hold you a little bit accountable.
Seriously, I was literally cutting this off. Once I mean, I'm trying to make this go downhill slowly because I understand that the girl has had a bad life. Even though I'm not trying to be like a. I just don't want to sit there and make her feel like she's useless. So I'm trying to cut it down slowly.
Do you think what you did was a pedophile?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're fine. How that breeze.
No, I think it was bad though. Yeah, I do think it was not.
You don't think that right there, that man in that binder's a pedophile?
I would hope not.
If I never met you today and I didn't talk to you in person, I would 1,000,000% think it's a pedophile. You know, if you found that on the ground and it was a different person and you read it, I think you would agree. I think any father would agree. Mother.
I agree with you too, and that's why I'm trying to take it down.
I wish I would have saw that, man. I do. But it was getting worse and worse. It was the opposite.
Let me try again.
Okay. What if she would have sent you a naked picture? What would you have done? What would you have done?
Deleted it. I would have deleted it.
You would have deleted it?
I would have deleted that fucking thing.
Okay. Has anybody, because I know you're on a couple of the sites, has anybody ever, like another adult sent you pictures that you had to delete? Like, I know it happens a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody ever tried to sell you any of those pictures?
No.
No? Okay. Because that's who I'm trying to catch, man. You know what I mean? I was just seeing if maybe you had any tips that you could put me onto some bad people.
Usually, most of these websites, when you go to them, they always ask you for money. And it's just that's kind of like, it's probably the same person that's out there. That's what I believe, at least. It's like the same person that's out there that is just trying to get money from you.
Did this person ever ask you for money?
No.
Okay, good. I have all the messages up until today, so I don't know if maybe possibly there was other messages or something.
No.
Okay.
No.
How you doing, sir?
Howdy.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing, man? I'm Scott. What's your name?
Michael.
Michael. Nice to meet you.
I'm Thomas with Colorado Pet Patrol.
Nice to meet you. Is anyone else inside the house, Michael?
My father is.
Your father? Okay. What's his name?
John.
John. Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you write down your name, phone number, and email address? How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
So we have a binder for you. This is for you. I kind of have it organized with labels. So the orange is where, so he met with this girl that he believed to be 13 on the internet, and then invited her over here today. Said he ended up spraying himself with some WD-40 and bailed out. Been pretty honest. Said he was just trying to make her feel better, but talks about licking her vagina and invites over, I don't know, maybe 10 times. I have a written statement in the back too. I know you're probably gonna go over it slower.
Yeah.
By the decoy, we obviously don't use a real child, right?
Yeah.
He invited her over many times, but today she was supposed to Uber here from like Denver area at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So I just came up, started talking to him, and that's kind of where we're at.
Who's your decoy?
It's in the back. There's a written statement on the back there. Let me mute that real quick. But if you look in the very last page, I got all the information. I just don't really want him to hear it. And
Yeah.
you look familiar. Have you ever?
Yeah, I dealt with you.
That's right.
Back down in Fort Collins about a year and a half.
Oh, Fort Collins. That's. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say you look really familiar.
Were any photographs exchanged, or did you?
He asked for nudes, but we didn't send any.
Okay.
There is a few photographs you'll see in the very front, but nothing nude.
Okay.
He just asked for them
Do
clearly.
you have SIM cards, stuff like that?
I do. I have it right here. I got to get a case. It's in my car, and I parked at the bottom of the hill.
Do you have a person we're able to contact to get the other logs and everything like that?
Absolutely, yeah. So if you send, you guys use Axon or no?
A little bit, yes.
If you send Axon to where it says Axon link, we can have that all over to you in minutes.
Okay. Tom, can you hang out for me?
Absolutely.
In the car?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it. All right, y'all. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to respect that and do what he says because I do want to get him arrested. I don't think it's going to happen. This is Fort Collins. It's Larimer County, like Fort Collins. So we'll see. Don't you worry, guys. I'm going to zoom it in. Don't you worry. But he asked me if I'd wait at the end of the road by my car, and I need to get a case anyway, so I'm going to. Dude, he came the back way and parked on the side. Shout out to that cop. Shout out to that cop, man. He came in so sneakily. Shout out to that cop. Great job, Pink. Gotcha, Pink. She didn't know. I was asking her questions and tricking her. She's like, I could tell she kind of knew, but I was coming. I was waiting for other dude to respond, which he hasn't responded yet, but I'm going to go hard on his ass right after this. Hopefully, you guys, I'm going to be driving down to Westminster to grab another one from yesterday. Yeah, dude. No, I saw him, you guys. I wanted to show you guys. I kept showing the dog. I saw the officer. He came the back way, which was super badass. Give me a second, you guys. I am going to record. Shout out to that cop. Shout out to that cop. So he's just talking to him right now. I will zoom in when we can, y'all, but I don't want to shake on you guys too much, but he's just talking to him. Now the nosy neighbor's gonna come ask what's going on, so we'll get that going. How are you? Are you coming down to get info, or?
Yeah.
Here's the video of everything that happened.
Okay. Perfect.
He said he was going to send an Axon link. So I don't know if you want this as well, but he knows. He was going to send the Axon link so we can forward all the hard copies.
Yeah,
that we
the deputy still already chat with you.
Yeah, I talked to him.
Perfect.
Yeah, he asked me to stand down here and wait. So,
would you be willing to fill out a written statement?
sure. We have one in the binder already.
Okay. That will work predominantly because these cases get turned over to our investigation.
Sure.
It's just preferred that it's just on our document.
Fine. I have no problem.
We can put two together. If you've already given him the binder, perfect.
Yeah, he's got it in his hand.
I'll go up and I'll grab that written statement and I'll just drive down.
Works. That works.
Just hang out here.
Okay.
He's already got all your information.
He does, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Give me like a couple minutes. We'll walk to my car and I'll be back.
He will be in jail.
Get 'em, Tom. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, time to type the pull up at your house and read off your screen name account. Make it come clean, and even make it call your spouse. So why don't you come on out and see what we're talking about? We got you on camera, but first, is anyone in the house? Look, we got your chat logs, we got you by the balls. And when the police pull up, we give them to the law. It's the big homie Tom from Colorado, he on the stroll. Pulling up on Bear from Colorado Bear Patrol.
The fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Hey, nah, we not the police. You can take off at any time, but just know when you do that, the cops gonna be on your line. Come on, you bought booze and lubes and condoms, dude. Even sent dick pics with your face in them too. He came to meet a 12-year-old bundle of joy, your 51-year-old husband. You desperate boy, and let me guess, this is your first time you wasn't gonna do nothing.
I never did anything like this. I would never do anything like this again.
But that ain't what the chat logs say.
You said you didn't care about the age. You said you had your lube and condoms, and you gave me your address, but you gave me your neighbor's address, by the way.
And then we found you, exposed you on YouTube, and now we clown you.
All the fucking police.
Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one bites the dust. Royce K, so you know what got us.
I never did all the fucking police. I never did all the fucking police. You didn't do it.
No, sir, I know you don't believe me.
You were charged.
I know I was charged because I had got a plea bargain where I said I had oral sex with a 6-year-old boy.
A 6-year-old boy?
Yes, that's what I did. Say.
Smash a like if you think this is fucked up.